Something that most people don't know is that we have other rights under the International Acts and Covenants on Civil and Political Rights. And after the Nuremberg trials, Canada, well, there was International Acts and Covenants were written up. Canada, along with many other countries, agreed to honor those rights. And under the International Acts and Covenants, there's many things, but just one thing in particular: nobody shall ever be held in servitude. Now, when you're a Canadian citizen and you accept that, you are accepting the Queen, you're accepting the monarchy, you're accepting servitude. But those rights exist. The Canadian Constitution Act acknowledges that they exist, but what they say is they're not going to bring them forthright. What that means is they're not going to give them to you. They're there if you want them. Guess what? I want them.
Yep.
So it's up to me to put the paperwork together, draw on those rights, bring them to court, and stand in it. So that's the way I'm going to approach it. I know a lot about it. I'm not going to get into it now. And basically what you're doing is challenge the jurisdiction or the validity of the charges against you. So I'm going to approach it that way. If I did lose, I still have an opportunity to lawyer up and go into the Bill of Rights or the Charter. But anyone that gets a fine, or, because basically what they're going to end up doing eventually, because I'm not going to stop, I'm going to keep doing this. So what they're going to do to try and shut us down is they'll start ticketing the people. So any of you people get any tickets for being here, because they'll try and get you for being in a crowd over 5 or 10 people, whatever it is, the stay-at-home order. Reach out to me, reach out to any one of us here, and we'll put you in contact with the right people to help you out. None of these stand up, as everyone knows, so you have nothing to fear. I mean, you guys are all brave people just for being here in the first place, so give yourself a big hell yeah!
Woo!
Alrighty.
Fuck
Anyone else got a few words to say? I know there's a lot of people here. I walk around and speak to you. You're all coming up to me. You got great things to say. Once you get up here, you feel the love, and the nervousness goes away. Anyone want to speak? Come and see me.
Oh, that would be me.
That would be you? Okay, come here, you.
Here.
All we ask is that you keep it clean, guys, okay?
Here. Thank you.
Are you live?
Yeah, on Facebook.
All right, here comes you. Alrighty, what's your name?
My name is Rhonda Demore, and I am the Stretch Healer. I'm on 20 social media platforms teaching people how to heal through stretching. All of the answers to who you are and what your purpose is in your muscles. You stretch your muscles. It does not only reverses the aging process, but it reminds you of who you are, and it heals your body because muscles are attached to bones, and it balances your bone structure. And you don't need the hip operation and the knee operations, and you don't suffer from headaches and diseases and arthritis, because all those symptoms are because of an imbalanced body. And when you don't stretch your muscles, they shrink, and then you use it every day and it pulls your muscles all over the place, pulls your bones all over the place. That's only one part of what's going on. So I don't know if anybody, you truthers, have followed Dr. Charlie Ward, but you should. Because they're doing a freedom rally, 3 months in the States. Because we're in Canada, it doesn't matter. This is worldwide, everyone. We know that. People don't know that. So there's a freedom rally for 3 months with all the truthers, and they're leading 3,000 sheriffs. 3,000 sheriffs, and people don't know that the sheriff overrules the government. But because we haven't been educated to know that we're just taking this crap. You told me to keep it clean. So that's it. Follow me on Instagram, Stretch Healer 1, Rhonda Demore, YouTube. YouNow, TikTok. What else? Rumble, Telegram, Redkin. Oh my God, I forget, but I post every day, all day long, and I'm sick of myself. Anybody else want to speak? Who else wants to speak? Come up here.
Thank you, I'm Phil. I run a website called
You're welcome. Thank you.
iwantthetruth.ca. In martial arts, they teach you a few things. They tell you that number one thing is don't get yourself into a situation in the first place. And as the situation gets closer and closer, you go from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, well, until it's too late, and then you can't breathe. And I think that's where it's going now, and the evidence is in this You probably all heard about that pastor that was, he tried to push these people out in BC. The cops came into his thing there and he tried to exorcise his own church.
Yeah.
And tried to, get the demons out of his church. And he just kept on yelling. He said, get out, no matter what they said. Well, they came back last week apparently with a warrant. Apparently it was a secret warrant. It was not provided to his lawyer. And so now he's into a situation where he has to go to... but the point of that story is that it's 2 weeks ago, it was okay for them to say just to get out because that's the way it was. And now next week, it's like that doesn't stand anymore. The warrant doesn't stand anymore because these cops could simply just walk in with this secret warrant that was just made up apparently. I don't know all the details, but it's all on my website. There's videos and what have you can see. And the third thing I wanted to talk about, you probably already heard this too, and this is really terrifying to me anyway, is a thing called protein shedding.
Yeah.
I recently heard about that, and basically what they're saying is that people that get injected turn into like a factory where they start emitting proteins. And whatever this thing is according to Alex Jones, he says it's a biological terror.